Everything we thought we knew about Megalodon is unraveling. For decades, it was portrayed as nothing more than a grotesquely oversized great white shark. Bigger teeth, wider jaws, the same familiar shape scaled up to monstrous proportions. But emerging scientific research is now forcing us to confront a far more unsettling reality. Megalodon was not a giant version of anything alive today. It was something entirely different, something far more extreme than we ever imagined. For nearly 19 million years, this predator reigned supreme over Earth's oceans. It was the largest shark to have ever existed, larger than a Tyrannosaurus rex, and possibly rivaling the biggest animals to ever live. Its jaws were so immense they could crush whales with ease. Wherever it swam, it dominated. No rival challenged it. No prey escaped it for long. And then, without warning, it vanished. All that remains are fossilized teeth, enormous triangular blades, some as large as a human hand, and a mystery deep enough to fill the oceans themselves. How does something so powerful simply disappear? Did it fall victim to forces beyond its control, or is the most terrifying possibility that we misunderstood it entirely? To unravel this mystery, we must go back centuries, long before Megalodon was even known by name. In the 17th century, strange triangular stones were commonly found embedded in rock. People believed they were the petrified tongues of dragons and serpents, objects of myth rather than science. That belief persisted well into the 17th century, when fishermen off the coast of Italy captured an unusually large shark. The specimen drew such attention that it was sent to Nicholas Steno, a Danish anatomist working in Florence. While others marveled at the animal's size, he fixated on its teeth. Those teeth looked exactly like the so-called tongue stones. Rather than dismissing the resemblance as coincidence, he proposed a radical idea. These stones were not mythical relics at all, but fossilized shark teeth, preserved in rock over unimaginable spans of time. From this insight emerged a revolutionary understanding that fossils were the remains of once living organisms, frozen in deep time. It marked a turning point that would lay the foundations for modern paleontology. This discovery is crucial because sharks leave almost nothing behind when they die. Their skeletons are made of cartilage, not bone, and decay quickly. Teeth, however, are different. They are durable, abundant, and constantly replaced. No known shark produced teeth in the sheer number and size seen in Megalodon. At any given time, Megalodon carried 276 teeth in its jaws. Throughout its life, it shed and replaced tens of thousands more. Over millions of years, the ocean floor became littered with them. Each one was a potential fossil, a fragment of a creature we would never see whole. In fact, we named the animal after its teeth. Megalodon means big tooth. Nearly everything we know about this shark, its size, behavior, and ancestry, comes from these isolated remains. For almost 2 centuries, scientists believed Megalodon was closely related to the great white shark. Both had large, triangular, serrated teeth, and early reconstructions depicted Megalodon as a scaled-up version of a predator we already feared. The idea was simple: and wrong. As fossil evidence accumulated, subtle but critical differences emerged. Megalodon's tooth serrations were finer and more uniform. The roots showed no overlap in structure. These were not variations within a lineage, but evidence of a completely separate evolutionary path. Megalodon belonged to an extinct group of megatooth sharks, a lineage that diverged long before modern sharks appeared. It was not the ancestor of today's apex predators. It was something older and far more specialized. For decades, size estimates ranged between 15 and 18 meters, based on teeth and a handful of vertebrae. No complete skeleton had ever been found. Then a massive vertebral column uncovered in Belgium changed the picture. Measuring 11 meters long, it represented only the trunk of the animal. When researchers reconstructed the missing head and tail, the results were startling. Some individuals may have exceeded 24 meters in length, placing Megalodon among the largest predators in Earth's history. Its appearance, however, defied expectations. A bulky, tank-like body would have been inefficient at such scale. Instead, digital reconstructions suggest a streamlined, hydrodynamic predator, built for endurance and dominance, more like a gigantic lemon shark than a monstrous great white. Even at birth, Megalodon was extraordinary. Fossil evidence suggests pups were born measuring 3 to 4 meters long, likely sustained by embryonic cannibalism before birth. Survival began brutally early. And yet, despite its size and power, Megalodon vanished. The youngest known teeth date to around 3.6 million years ago. Climate change alone cannot explain its disappearance. Fossils show it thrived across a wide range of temperatures, suggesting some degree of internal heat regulation. Instead, the collapse of marine ecosystems likely sealed its fate. As large marine mammals declined and coastal habitats disappeared, food grew scarce. Smaller, more efficient predators, like the great white shark, were better suited to survive in a changing ocean. Megalodon's greatest strength became its weakness. Stories of its survival persist, but none withstand scrutiny. A predator of that scale could not exist unseen. The deep ocean does not provide enough food to sustain it. Megalodon ruled the seas for nearly 20 million years. Then it disappeared, leaving behind no skeleton, only teeth and a shadow that still haunts our imagination.